This Could Get Dicey is an imperfect Dungeons & Dragons game played imperfectly. Like the name suggests, this podcast could get dicey. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Hello, and welcome to This Could Get Dicey, a D&D podcast where a group of buds get to unwind from their 9-to-5s and step into the world of Drew Gala. My name is Destiny Nieto. I play Lü'mis Bjorn. And before things get a little too dicey, I just like to say it's a beautiful day to have a meal so delicious that it brings you to tears.
Oh my God. I don't know if that's happened to me.
What was it? It's a good feeling. What was it?
I had fried chicken for the first time in 3 years, and it was glorious.
Damn.
Did you get it
Where
from?
from?
Yeah.
It wasn't honestly anything fancy. It was a trashy trailer park from Torchy's Tacos.
Yeah.
But it was a fried piece of chicken, and it was so fucking good.
You heard it here first, everyone. Torchy's Tacos brings you to tears.
Taco capital of the world. Right here. And by the way, everyone, Trashy Trailer Park is one of the tacos at Torchy's. Destiny wasn't calling anyone trashy who lives in a trailer park.
Thank you for specifying.
It's like a funny bit that Torchy's Tacos does. Hey, man, people, we've lived in Austin for a long time. People dog on Torchy's real hard. Dog, it's a chicken tender in a flour tortilla.
With queso on top.
With queso on
It's good. Like,
It's
let's
pretty good,
not
yeah.
stop fronting.
I ate one just 2 weeks ago, and it didn't bring me to tears, but it was pretty damn good.
I have a thought on, like, fried chicken in particular, that, like, to make fried chicken at home and also make it really well, the effort is so high that it's, like, not worth it. And also, like, it's just not going to be as good as, like, if someone else were to just, like, fry the chicken. And I carry this over to, like, specifically, like, fried chicken sandwiches. You guys are making faces like you guys fry chicken all the damn time.
I fry chicken once every couple weeks at least, and it's pretty
like
good.
deep fry with like a big crunchy.
I made deep fried chicken thighs last night for dinner.
I'm going to come over to y'all's house.
How often do you do it? How long did it take you?
I don't have like a deep fryer, but I do like fry it in a couple of inches of oil on my stove.
That's not what
Like
I'm
a
talking
shallow?
about. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a crunchy chicken sandwich.
Yeah, you can make that on the stove.
Yeah. You can shallow fry something and still get that crunchy, but
and cook the chicken to where it's not overcooked. You actually don't want it to be too hot. It's like a stovetop is actually preferable for me for frying. And I used to make these like, why haven't I made this in a long time?
No,
these like
listen.
mini chicken sandwiches with like hot sauce. It was like the best thing.
I don't think we're envisioning the same thing. Is my thing. Like I shallow fry and pan fry things. But making like a chicken sandwich, like a fried chicken sandwich, is a pain in the ass.
it is. But
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I do it regularly.
Like how
Yeah,
regularly?
like a buttermilk fried chicken. I love to do that.
You're doing
I'll
that?
fry some
You're
chicken,
buying you're buying buttermilk?
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
I
Y'all
usually
gotta
just
come
do-
over. I'll make this for you.
Yes, please.
I usually just do egg and flour, but most of the time I just do flour.
Okay, well, point being, I'd pay a lot of money for fried chicken. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. My thing is like the time, money, effort to do it. I'll just pay someone I'd pay someone like $20 for just a good chicken sandwich.
$20
For like a good
I guess
fried
yeah.
chicken sandwich. That's where I'm at
Wouldn't
too. It's
balk
like
at that.
for $20, I can't make that sandwich. Or like I can't like $20 gets you a really good fried chicken sandwich. And the point being is like, yes, I could shallow fried chicken at home and make a lot of dishes and make a mess, and it's gonna take like a long time.
It's a lot. It's a whole thing.
Like I'll just pay someone $20 and get a really good chicken sandwich.
I see your point. I do enjoy making it. And I remember the first time I did it, Whitney and I were both like, we can make this at home? This is crazy. I have a story about crying during eating, Destiny. When I first caught COVID, I lost my smell and taste for like a long time. And then the first time I realized I could taste again, it was like an innocuous meal. I was not eating very much at the time, but it was like some kind of like rice dish that we have all the time. And I was eating it, and Whitney looked over at me, and I was like literally in tears. And I was like, I can taste it. That's how much food means to me.
I don't think I would have made it very far in life had I lost my sense of taste during a COVID bout.
I eat a lot, so that
yeah.
It really
For the record, I like cooking. I like eating a lot. I like both of these things, and I like frying food. But that is like a weekend activity to me. I'm also like, I don't have a family to feed.
That's fair
It's
too.
just me. I don't have a dishwasher, so like there's other stipulations that cause me to not want to ever fry stuff.
Yeah.
Although I do like doing it, but.
Hi, my name is Alex Villarreal. I play Ellis Vendove and just keep the food train going. Today's a beautiful day to eat some cheese. What's everyone's favorite cheese?
Gouda.
Oh boy, favorite cheese? I don't know.
It's a trick question. All cheese.
All
is good.
cheese
I love
is.
All cheese
every
good.
single kind.
I've been eating an Applewood smoked cheddar recently for a little snack, lunchtime snack.
Mm-hmm.
What is y'all's thoughts on goat cheese?
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Oh,
On
okay.
that
Thank
goat
you.
cheese
Okay, cool,
train.
cool,
It's
cool, cool.
great.
Goat cheese. Oh my! One of my favorite meals is beets, goat cheese, and arugula, and like make a little salad out
Oh,
of it.
that sounds great.
Ooh.
I make a goat cheese and Gruyere and fig jam grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh
That
my
is
god!
like to die for.
I just love the science, like behind cheeses, like the way you prepare it and the amount of acid you allow into it. Like how cheese curds, and like Oaxaca cheese is like technically the same thing. It's just like the fact that cheese curds are pressed and Oaxaca cheese is pulled. That's why like Oaxaca cheese still maintains it's like super stretchy. And cheese rules. The amount of times we figured out ways to like take cow milk and they're like, try it this way, it'll be crazy, it'll be fucking crazy.
I was watching a video the other day on like what cheese rinds you can eat, and you can eat all cheese, but the video was just like you can eat all of them except for wax. I was like, oh,
It's like,
okay.
Yeah, of course.
You could have just said that. Like they listed them all out, and they're like, this one might not taste as good, but like you could do this one, you could eat this one, but like they're just like, don't eat wax. And I was like, you could have just said that at the very beginning of the video.
I love that. I love a string of videos that's like how to do something safely, and it's like, just don't do it.
Just don't do that. You can eat every rind except for waxy ones.
It's always like the fun part about eating brie that I'm just like this. It looks like the outside, and you're just like, I shouldn't be eating this, but you do.
I don't know if I love brie as much. I'm also not like a gooey cheese person. Like
It's fair.
like
One of the
this is
gooeyest.
this maybe goes back to I know we've talked about on the podcast, but like orb, like foods in orb shapes that shouldn't be in orb shapes. Like when Alex would reform cream cheese into a ball and chase me around the
What
factory.
the hell?
Yeah.
We have not talked about this on the podcast.
Or if someone, people take like white
A
bread
long
and
time
mush it
ago.
into a ball, it grosses me out.
That
I
was me,
don't.
yeah.
I don't like when people. I don't like that stringy cheese.
Do you like Baybells?
I do. Because it's just cheese wheels, little cheese wheels.
It's a little cheese
Very
wheel.
good.
Yeah, nobody made that happen. Well, somebody made that happen, but it's like supposed to be like that.
Yeah. If it's supposed to be like that, that's fine. Like I have no problem with like oranges. But if
The way
someone
God
took
wanted it to be.
took an orange apart and then reconstituted it into an orb, I would not like that.
Like if I took all the pulp from an orange juice thing and smushed it together, you wouldn't like that?
I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that.
This is so interesting. Don't you love, what's that game? Katamari Damacy?
Oh, I love
or something?
Katamari Damacy. Yeah.
Isn't that just
You're not
make it
eating-
into
you're
a
not
big
eating
orb?
it.
You're not
Make
eating
everything-
it, and you're not reconstituting anything. You're just sticking them to each other. You know,
Just taking it.
Okay. That's funny.
like cake balls. Nobody really likes cake balls.
No, I don't.
I love cake balls,
I don't.
dude. They're fucking.
Okay.
It's just
You take
it's just cake and cream cheese.
And you mush it with frosting. Just eat
What
the
about-
cake.
What about like onigiri? Like that's like rice with stuff inside of it?
That's fine.
Okay. All right.
But usually
Alright, we
that's a triangle shape,
That's
It's
not
not,
an
it's not
orb.
round. You're right.
You give Becky you take a piece of white bread and make it into a perfect cube. Perfect.
I don't know about that.
Hi, I'm Kenny Chilton, and I play Emil Mazak, and it's a beautiful day to make an impulse buy, and it hits exactly right.
What was it?
I was
bread,
at,
you squish it into a ball.
I did squish this into a ball eventually, but it was at Aldi.
Okay.
And you know they have like
Aldi.
that random aisle where it's like limited time, come look at it. And they were selling, and I've wanted one of these for a long time. They were selling like a sauna suit. You know, like you wear it when you work out,
yeah.
and it like raises your body temperature, and it's supposed to be like, I don't know if it actually works or not, but well, I know it works. But so I bought it. It was like $5. I bought a sauna vest, and I wore it. I did a kickboxing workout today, and I wore it while I was working out, and I was like drenched. I was tired. My heart rate was so much higher, and it changed my workout.
Did it feel good?
Yeah. Oh well, it's like a wetsuit kind of.
Yeah.
So when you like unzip
I'm
it,
sure
everything just
texturally
kind of,
it didn't.
Your whole body just kind of like falls out of it, but it was really fun. And then afterwards, you can only hand wash it, so I did have to like squeeze it into a ball.
I was gonna ask if it's like one-time use, like a poncho from Disney World or something.
No. It's like you can use it over and over again. You have to wash it, but by hand.
Is it fabric or plastic?
It's like
Like tarp material?
No, it's like stretchy. What's the stuff that wetsuits are made out of? I don't know.
Spandex?
It like
Not
traps the
spandex,
heat
but, like-
inside.
Oh.
The point is to like pull more sweat out, basically. It's kind of gross to touch, but it hit just right.
Yeah, it sounds
It was
like
a
I
great
would.
purchase.
I don't think I'd like that. The textural feeling of that, and a reconstituted piece of cloth.
This episode's all about texture. I've thought about wearing one for runs, but I was worried that I would get like halfway through the run and be like, I'm passing out, and then like just like pass out on the trail.
I mean, you can
Mine
achieve
has
similar if you just like layer up, right?
Yeah.
I think I don't like the head. Like it's obviously probably lightweight.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
like.
super thin and light. It's just one layer, you know? That's great.
Wow.
I see people running and like I get it, but like seeing people like run in a hoodie, I'm just like, God, I would probably puke. Like
Yeah.
I just like all that like fluffy around me. Ugh.
I do look like I'm in a sausage casing when I wear it, but it's really fun. It's really fun to
me
work
I'm
out.
gonna need to
baby.
see some pics.
Yeah, send some
Okay,
pics of that.
I'll send some to post.
Hi, my name is Becky Schmader. I am the game master for This Could Get Dicey, and it's a beautiful day to get into hiking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes it is. It's a
Yes,
great
it
day
is.
for that.
This is gonna be my thing this year. I think everybody. This is our first recording of the year. Everyone listening at home, so New Year's resolutions and all that. So I think this year, 2024, is gonna be the year of hiking for me and getting outdoors.
Really?
more,
Yeah.
So.
Where'd you go?
I went to McKinney Falls.
I love McKinney Falls.
It's real pretty.
Never been.
And it's like close, and it's nice because you don't feel like you're in the city when you're there, but you
Mm-hmm.
are. Versus like if you go
Alex-
down to like the Greenbelt, it's like I'm in the city still.
You've been there with me, Alex, and Whitney. We took our
You're
engagement
right.
photos there.
We did take the photos there.
Becky, did you go by yourself?
No, I went with a friend, and so
Okay, good.
yeah,
Please be safe.
yeah. No, I don't want to go hiking by myself.
Everyone, PSA, be safe.
I go
Hike with a
hiking with
friend.
the largest man on earth who carries around an axe. So don't mess with me if you see me on the trails. But y'all like hiking?
I
Oh
love
my God,
hiking.
yes.
I don't like. It's why I think I like running a lot because I think I get pretty anxious walking. I'm like I want to I want to get my heart rate up faster.
Oh,
but
I
like
see.
I don't know. It doesn't.
hiking is fun.
Hiking.
I thought you meant
does
like
it.
you need to get where you're trying to go quickly.
There is kind of an anxiety with that where I'm just
Okay.
like I kind of just want to fucking get there and come back.
No, I think it's so like I go on lots of walks and I don't really like running. So I think it's like the perfect in between because like it is like way more full body workout than any like walk is, especially if you're going on like harder trails and stuff. And then like I don't
Get some
know, like
elevation in there.
the peacefulness too of like let me pause and like look at this bird or like let me take a picture
Absolutely.
looking out at the water and stuff. Like because as Alex, we can attest that we're the fastest walkers when we go to Ren Fair.
Oh my god. Y'all,
So like
listeners,
I'm walking,
it's awful.
So like when I'm walking, I'm like, I'm gonna get where we're going kind of thing. But when hiking, it's like, it's the journey.
You could argue that Ren Fair should be the same way
It should
too,
be,
though, Becky.
but it's not.
Okay.
Especially when apple strudel's on the mind. That's
true. Okay.
That's the end destination.
I also just have a fast pace, man. It's just like we could, you know, you can see it just as good as you walking as fast as I am.
Yeah, I also have short legs, so like I've found when hiking, I like really, and I'm a real sure-footed person. Like I am not tripping, if at all possible, you know. So
That's the goal.
That's the goal, right? But like people with long legs, they can just be like, I'm avoiding this trap. And I have to be like, no, I have to enter the trap and exit the trap because I have a foot less of.
Are there a lot of traps?
No, but I'm just saying, like when people, like one time I went down the green belt and it was really dry, and like so to do like the hike in the riverbed, it was like jumping from like giant rock to giant rock, and I went with my friend who's like a foot taller than me, and he was just like walking like normal, and I was like, like leaping from rock to rock. So that's what I mean. Are we ready to play some D&D?
Ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Last we left off, the preparations began for the ball. You all went shopping, and you bought some lovely clothes at the finery for the event. You all discussed what Nanoxus spoke to Ellis about, and you all met with Elizabeth to go over the final details. Leaving the whales well, you suspect that you saw the assassin Raya in disguise, and you made your way back to the Mazaks, ensuring that you were not followed. It is now the morning on the first day of Hallow Moon, the day of the ball, and you all are at the Mazaks. What do you all do before the ball?
Do people wear costumes on Hallow Moon, or is it just like a calendar thing?
I think, since this is kind of like the kickoff of the month, I don't think costumes necessarily are like, they're not necessarily super prevalent, I guess. I think to the ball, people are gonna, you know.
Oh, I see. Okay.
To the ball, people might like wear some wings or like zhuzh up their look to be like, I'm a skeleton person at a ball or something like that. But yeah, it's like the kickoff for the season.
All right. So it is officially the day of go time. Plan, extract info from ball. Any briefs? Any debriefing we want to do beforehand? Or I guess not debriefing. Any briefing?
I mean, the thing that my head always goes to is if we've been kind of out of the game for a little bit here. It's been kind of, I mean, I know there was the murder on the boat and everything, but it's been pretty chill here for a while. So we should probably come up with a, shit has hit the fan, it's time to bounce kind of plan.
Absolutely. I think it's important to remember that we all have stones of sending. So if we split up, we should always remain in contact with each other. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I got like quite a few tricks up my sleeve in terms of potentially navigating. They could all go terribly wrong. But I think the pros is I got lots of different magics on my side. Emil, you are Emil Mazak, owner of Vinzor's Varieties. And Lü'mis, you are hardly visible most of the time. If you turn sideways, nobody can see you.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, just kind of be in the shadows.
I think a good maybe plan of attack is like maybe Emil, you're ground floor, like you're mingling, you're shaking hands, you're saying hi. I could just be the smooth, debonair mystery man who's kind of, who is he? He's from out of town. And then I could turn into like an old man and like run away because of other things. But I think if you and I kind of provide like, obviously don't go in there screaming, but like we can sort of be like distraction based while Lü'mis is prime intel gatherer.
I think that's a solid plan. I think that should be our roles. Just who are the players? Who are the people we want to make sure we're keeping an eye on. Obviously, we're going to have some donkey-headed individuals in there.
For sure.
Who else?
We should definitely. I mean, I hope we're in safe company and this house isn't bugged. But
oh wait, actually, I thought about this last night. I'm gonna like run to a window where I can see the street. You know, like out to the street. Is there anyone like lurking? Like, I'm afraid that they found us at the whale's well. Why wouldn't they have found out like where my family lives? Like, how do they know we were meeting there? Emil is officially worried, and we'll say all this out loud, that Raya knows where we are and like knows where my family's house is.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check as you look out into the street.
New set of dice, some of my holiday dice here.
Ooh.
They are written in Japanese characters, so I have a little sheet here to help me. If I'm translating this correctly, that's a 7.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, every time.
Every
If I'm
time.
translating this correctly, that's a natural 20.
Every time Kenny rolls these dice, he gets a 20. That's crazy. I think you're maybe a little panicked. You don't see anybody suspicious on the street. But yeah, I mean you're still, I think, worried, but you don't see anybody out there.
I think Raya might make an appearance at this thing.
How are we gonna know who they are, though? I think it's gonna be a little bit awkward if we just gaze into random people's eyes.
Yeah. We'll have to like be really diligent about, checking with people, checking people's stories if we've talked to them already, and then if they start trying to kill us, we will know for sure.
Yeah, that's a pretty great sign. If someone is bad.
All right, I've never sussed out an assassin before. I have no idea.
I also, I mean, going back to the who are the key players, I don't know. We don't know. I mean, that's kind of our mission. I will say that I will be keeping an eye on Elizabeth tonight. Just to kind of, I know we're in league with the Court of Outlaws. I know that we're technically on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
Is something funny, Emil?
I know you're gonna keep an eye on her. That's all you've done since we've met her, is keep an eye on her.
Well, yes. That's like, I'm not making that entirely, like, not obvious, but also, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer, We still don't fully know her intentions. Yes, she's hot, but, like, I don't know. Hot people are evil, too.
Absolutely.
Almost exclusively. Hot people are usually the evilest.
Agreed. The hotter someone is, the less I trust them. No, okay. I think that's a good plan too. She may be putting us through some kind of test here, or we could be her scapegoats for something tonight.
Absolutely, we could be the guinea pigs for some larger operation. She could toss us to the fucking curb.
Emil, have you been to one of these before?
Oh, so many.
How do you get in? Do you just walk in? Do you have to show an invitation? How does that work? Because we still need to figure out how we're getting these donkeys in.
It is exclusive, so yeah, you have to have an invitation. That's why Elizabeth gave you the counterfeit ones. If we were smart, we would have asked her for 2 more. I didn't think about that until later. That would have been the easiest thing, but I don't know.
Becky, on these invitations, what do they say? What information is included?
It has your name on it. It has if you have like a title, or if you're like an owner of a shop. So like Emil's, I imagine, says like Emil Mazak, like owner of like Vinzor's Varieties, sort of any sort of like thing that would denote any sort of standing. It has like an embossed stamp on it, and like a signature at the bottom, like saying like this is an official invitation from the Ernok estate. That's kind of, I mean, it has the information of like, you are invited to the Halloween Ball at the Ernok estate on the first day of Halloween at sundown, blah blah blah. Like it has all that information, but nothing beyond that.
I don't know if like we're not gonna be able to reproduce this. We could go scope it out, the Ernok estate, and see, like, look for weaknesses right now before the party's really started.
Yeah, we're gonna meet the donkey people like an hour before, so we can head out maybe 2 or 3 hours before, and like scope. There's a back door. It's a house. There's got to be a back door, and it's probably gonna be guarded.
Emil, do you usually have to hand the invitations, or do you just like show it like a badge?
No, I think it's like a handoff situation. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to keep this afterwards. It's like, right, ticket in, you know?
I didn't know if people were big into like scrapbooking or souvenirs, so.
If you can't sell it, why keep it?
God.
Good point. Good point, Emil.
Shit, I don't know what I was going to say.
Did you say that when you had your first child?
I can't sell
Yeah,
it.
you know,
Throw
birth
this child
certificate,
away.
we don't need it. No. Yeah, I think maybe scoping it out would be a good idea. Look for a back door. I think stealth is going to be our best chance of getting these two people in.
I mean, I don't want to shoot for the moon, but even if I miss, I'll be near it. I can try to make these donkey fools completely invisible. And then we can distract some folks. They get in, and once they get in, I'll tell them beforehand, hey, y'all, this fucking shit lasts for an hour, and I can drop concentration whenever. You get through that door, it's up to you at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Becky, thinking about past Halloween balls, what's security like? Is there like anti-magic? You know, what are we thinking about?
There's like a main gate to the estate. There's like a big stone wall that surrounds the entire estate. You know that there are like guards, you know, at least 2 guards at like every entrance. There's patrolling guards around the grounds. There's guards inside to sort of keep people protected inside there. You know, not like tons of guards, but you know, there's guards stationed around inside the estate. You don't know of any like magic or like anti-magic, anything like that. So you assume that magic is like okay. And you remember like in the past, like seeing, you know, they'll bring in like illusionists and things like that. So you know, like magic has been done at least inside of the estate and inside of the house.
Is there like a coat check? Do they take weapons and stuff?
No. Yeah, I don't think they like... I think they assume that people hopefully won't bring swords and stuff, and since this is like one of the largest, like the biggest events, it's sort of like a high thing. You know, I think they'll, if someone's walking in with like 2 short swords strapped to their back, I think they're gonna be like, what are you doing there? And also like, you're not in costume, and you know, like there's also like an appearance thing, but like I think people walk in with like decorative swords and stuff.
I mean, also, I think what's good about our outfit here is like, I mean, like, I have a little light crossbow here. I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm not gonna walk around with a light crossbow on my back. I got magic. And Lü'mis, you use your fingers. And Emil, so do you.
Yeah, I think you can use your spear too. I know you
Yeah.
said you always stay strapped.
Definitely bringing my spear.
We could tie like a cool ribbon on it.
Yeah, I guess like turn it in to make it look like a staff.
All right, I think our plan should be go scope it out at some point today. I need to talk to Kara too. I haven't said, you know, like I don't want you can't be there yet. We haven't had that conversation. I think it'll be fine, but I need to tell her. And then
You got this one?
yeah. This one I can do. I think she'll
All
understand.
right. Well, you go do that. I'm gonna go. Is everybody taking a shower yet?
You go ahead, bud. It's all yours.
Just want to double check.
Maybe I'll walk with Kara to work.
Okay.
To open up the shop and talk when we get there.
You have once again made it to the mid-episode ad break, and we thank you so much. Here is your reward. 5 gold coins. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. This could get dicey. It means a lot that you're here. If you like it a lot and you happen to be listening to it on Apple Podcasts, please consider rating and reviewing like Shell Bizzle 2020. left a beautiful little note for us saying that it's a feel-good D&D pod. It's like a chill time hanging out with your friends. Thanks, Shell Bizzle 2020. Also, if you're listening on Spotify, at the little bottom of the page, there's like a little Q&A thing. Like, let us know what you think about the episode. Let us know what you think. Any sort of feedback is great. And we just want to hear from y'all. Also, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at TCGDpod. You're probably going to want to check it out. There might be a little giveaway happening soon. But yeah, that's all. Don't want to keep you too much longer. Let's get back to the episode.
You make your way through the city towards Vinzor's Varieties.
Kara, it's been so nice being home. Hopefully I haven't been too disruptive to the routine you've had going.
Oh, I mean, you've only been gone for, a few months, so I'm happy to get back to the old routine for a little bit.
We've said it, but how are you feeling about the fact that I'm, after this ball, I might be heading out pretty quickly?
If that's what needs to happen, and if that's what progresses us towards a solution and to your better health, then that's what needs to happen.
It does need to happen, and then another thing needs to happen for tonight to be successful. It's just she and I, right? The other two aren't with me?
Right, yeah.
Hell no.
Another thing needs to happen, which is that I told you we're going to the ball to work, and it could potentially be risky or dangerous. Not for us, but, for the people there. I think you might need to sit this one out.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, God. Translating. A 7.
Okay.
Wait, is this all 7s? Hold on. No. 6 plus 1, 7.
Oops, all 7s. I think she looks at you and she's, I don't mind staying home if that's what would make you more comfortable, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense, I gotta say, that it's gonna be safe for you all, but not for other people at the ball.
I mean, we've told you about our exploits, but you haven't seen us in action. We're pretty effective, and we have, like I said, we're members of the Court of Outlaws now. We'll have someone from the Inner Circle there with us. We're really just there on an information gathering mission, but we said honesty. We also have an assassin probably hunting us.
Oh my! So then, really
mad.
tell me how it's gonna be safe for you there than the ball goers, I guess.
It'll be fine. I'm terrible at this. I'm sorry. I've never had to reassure you in this way. Maybe it won't be completely safe for us, but we've been in dangerous situations before. We've had a chance to plan. It's gonna go off well. For this to work, I can't be worried about you being in the line of danger.
I understand, and I'll stay home and make sure the girls are safe. And so, there's an assassin after.
We might need to hire some security for the house as well.
Okay. Okay.
We saw them in the city yesterday. They're here in the city, and we shook them after a meeting we had, but they're around, so we might want to pay for some hired swords for a little bit.
Sure, let's make sure that we're safe, and you're getting us into some tricky situations, I gotta say, but again, you have to do what you have to do for us to find answers and solutions and things like that. So if that means spending a little extra money to keep everyone safe, then let's do that.
Yeah, let's pull it from the rainy day fund. I think this is important. Can you take that on today?
Yes, yeah. I will be sure that there's a guard at the house and that the children are safe.
You can go to Sir Quay Nithod at the Citrine delegation for help. Another thing needs to happen tonight, Kara. And you can't tell the other two that I told you this. There is going to be a potential threat on Maiden Van Boer's life at the ball. I can't be seen giving him a warning or telling him that this might be a possibility, but I don't need to tell you, the potential damage of Maiden Van Boer dying on the economy of Enzor and on the business, that's not a risk that we can take right now with me away and how unstable things could be if I don't solve this. Could you, I don't want to employ you in this dangerous work, but would you be able to get word anonymously to Maiden, through the bank or whoever, that, something may be amiss. He may want some extra security.
Absolutely. I certainly we wouldn't want that to happen. An important figure, important to the finances here, important to the future of the city. Yes, I will handle that and find a way to anonymously get a tip to him on that.
And Kara, if something does happen to him, we never talked about this.
Of course, right.
And I'm sorry to make you involved in this and I don't want to make you lie or anything, but this is all in the effort of making sure our girls are okay.
Absolutely. And as it's scary as it is to hear there's an assassin after us, and there's an assassination.
Not after us, just me. I think just me. I pushed her off of a boat.
Oh.
I think she's pretty peeved about it.
Oh, okay. Well, sure, I mean, all of this is a lot and scary, and but I can't deny there's a bit of thrill to espionage and.
Oh God, are you into this?
Maybe a little bit.
Insight check. Insight. What's happening?
You get stabbed under your ribs. No, go ahead and roll insight.
Shit, you're not. 5 + 2, 7.
Oh my God.
God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, she's a stay-at-home mom for the most part. You've been gone and having all these adventures. I think there's a level of jealousy and desire to also stick her hands into it a little bit. So
I don't know, I've had enough thrill for a lifetime. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, but I just want to be transparent. I think I've caught you up, and again, the other two, Lü'mis and Ellis, can't know that I told you this.
Right. No, everything's between you and I, and I've got it. Anonymous tip, some protection for the family. We'll be fine. It's going to be fine.
Okay. You're the best. I'll check in before we go to the ball, okay?
Okay. She hugs and kisses you goodbye as you all, I assume you go into the shop, kind of help set up a little bit, and then you say your goodbyes before heading back to the house. Where did you all do anything in his absence, or were you just showering the whole time?
No, it's ball day. It's time to get prim. I'm getting ready in the morning. I'm face care. Make sure my hair looks good. Emil probably comes home and is wrapped up in a towel, and I have a face mask on, and I'm like, I kind of dipped into y'all's supplies. I don't know if these were yours or your wives, but
I'm just glad someone's using them. Aren't they fabulous?
They feel really good. They make my face feel very tingly.
Make yourself at home.
I will.
Are the girls at school?
I imagined that today's a half day at the very least, so they probably went to school already. I imagine that Kara and Emil dropped them off on the way to the shop. But yeah, it's gonna be probably a half day for them or something.
'Cause I would like to talk to Angel, but I would assume if Ellis is getting prim and proper, they'd be back before he's even done.
I think I'll get back and say, Angel specifically asked that you pick them up from school, Lü'mis. Do you want to go do that?
I guess. get me away from just watching Ellis
Yeah,
pamper
I'm about
himself
to
the
do
whole
the same
day.
thing. So I don't know if you want to. There's gonna be a lot of water up in this house in a second with like all the face washes and stuff.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
not
if you want to
by.
be here.
I turn around to y'all who are standing with me in the bathroom. I'm like, you don't have to stand here in the bathroom with me. It's a big house.
Yeah, Lü'mis didn't know what to do all day since everyone was gone, and it was just the two of us, so he was just chilling in the bathroom.
Sitting on the
with you.
toilet, just watching.
Sitting on the toilet. Like, why are you doing that? What purpose does that serve?
The proximity to the cleaning is like a Lü'mis shower since you can't bathe.
Yeah.
Right.
He's not, he can't, baby. He doesn't need to.
That's true.
He doesn't sweat or stink.
Lü'mis, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Beauty, for me, has a finite ending. I will take advantage of it for as long as I can. You recognize your privilege. You're beautiful forever. One day, I will be dust and bones in a box, 6 feet under, and you will be spitting on my grave. And then I go back to pampering.
Yeah, I guess I go pick up the girls.
All right. Yeah, you.
Or I guess,
kind
do I have to pick up both? Is
Yeah.
the older one... Are they go to the same
They go
school?
to the
What are
same
the
school.
age differences again?
They're like 5 years apart. I
Yeah.
think, but they go to the same school. I will say before you go, and I'm a little freaked out, Lü'mis. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Raya's got to be around somewhere. So just, please, just like she could be at the school. I don't know. Just could you just keep an eye out for me?
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, you head out to the school. The kids are waiting to be picked up by you, specifically Lü'mis, when you get there. It's about midday, and Angel comes running up to you, ready to like hold your hand and walk back to the house. Hello, Lü'mis. Thank you for picking us up from school today, and happy Hallow Moon. Do vampires do special things I'm sorry. Do vampires do special things on Hallow Moon Day?
You don't have to be quiet about what I am.
The kid comes by. Cool costume, mister.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my vampire friend picked me up from school today.
Whoa.
No, I don't really celebrate it.
Is that like a werewolf thing? Like, do werewolves celebrate Hallow Moon? Are you friends with werewolves, or are you like ancient rivals on the Pacific Northwest coast?
No, that is 1,000% made up.
Oh, so do you have any werewolf friends?
I used to at one point. I don't really have many friends now. I guess your
Oh,
dad
okay.
and Ellis are the closest things to friends I have right now.
Are we friends?
Sure.
Okay.
Is she like holding my hand?
Yes. And Salda's nearby too, just like
Okay.
walking with you all, but is kind of like probably like taking notes in the notebook, thinking about business ideas and things like that. Being a little nerd.
Are we walking or like?
Yeah, you guys can be, or you can be
Ooh.
just like in the courtyard. Up to y'all.
Yeah, I'd like to imagine I'm picking them up when their normal lunchtime would be, so everyone's having lunch, but then going home afterwards, not just staying.
Right.
Hence how all the kids are like, cool costume.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like all the parents are out in the courtyard, like having lunch with their kids, probably, or like, you know, whatever before walking home.
As sitting with him, you know, I'm paying attention to whatever Angel's saying, but also kind of scanning around, looking for any suspicious folk.
Sure. Roll a perception check.
17.
No one's suspicious. You know, I think there's a lot of happy families here. No one's like lurking. No one looks out of place. Like, there's no like strange child that's, you know, walking around, and no strange adult that shouldn't be there or anything. So everything looks pretty normal.
Are you done eating? Can we go now?
Oh yeah. They like Angel finishes slamming her sandwich into her mouth, and Salda like packs up the rest of her food, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we can go. Yeah."
Yeah. And as we walk back, I've asked, kind of more directed towards Angel, but Salda as well if she wants to. I kind of have a favor to ask, Angel, and Salda, I guess, too, if you're up for it.
Okay, yeah. Friends help each other. Yeah, so I'm here to help.
Yeah, friends help each other. Essentially, I need to decorate my weapon. I'd like it to match my mask and outfit for the ball tonight.
Okay.
I know you shouldn't, play with sharp objects. I guess you're too young for that. But
I sell knives all the time in the store. We sell knives all the time.
Oh, perfect. Exactly the same as a spear. So, yeah, I just if y'all wouldn't mind whipping up arts and crafts for my spear to make it look more earthy and have leaves on it.
Absolutely. I would be honored to do that for you, my friend. Lü'mis, my friend, yes. And Salda's like, yeah, I can help. Yeah, I mean, we have the afternoon off, so I don't mind helping.
That'd be great.
Is there any other favors that you need, Lü'mis, my dear friend Lü'mis?
Not at the moment, but I'll be sure to let you know.
Okay, thank you. How much longer are you guys gonna stay with us?
Probably not very long.
Oh.
Honestly, this might be the last night you see me, us.
Oh.
We have business to attend to.
Right. Can we be pen pals?
Pen pals? Like you write me letters?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know where I'll be at all times, but
that's okay. We'll figure it out. But yeah, then I could tell all the kids at school that like I am pen pals with a vampire.
So you do have friends in school?
Roll an insight check.
15.
You notice like her hesitate, like at you kind of like asking it back, and she's like, well, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I have people I go to school with.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay to not have many friends, but you should still maybe have someone, like a person that you can talk to about things.
Oh, I talked to Salda.
Maybe that's not, like, family.
Oh.
Or that, like, is family, but not blood related.
Oh.
If you don't, I'm not, like, trying to, like, diss you or anything.
No, yeah, I kind of just keep to myself at school, I guess, a lot. But I mean, telling people at school that I have a pen pal that's a vampire, maybe that would give me, like, street cred, you know? Like, maybe they'd be like, oh, we're gonna be friends with Angel now, because she knows a vampire.
I mean, you seem, no offense, Alda, like the cooler one. Your sister seems like a nerd. You'd think you'd have more friends.
Well, yeah, well, you know, it's tough out here being, my age.
It's tough out here being a 9-year-old.
I think she's 9, right?
It's hard out here for a 9-year-old. Yes, she's 9.
Yeah, like, being 9's hard. I mean, that's like 4th grade, you know, those are kind of weird years. Right? Are they weird years, or am I weird?
I mean, I don't remember being in 4th grade. But maybe they're weird.
Is that good or bad that you don't remember?
That depends on you ask. I've gotten used to not remembering.
Salda, do you remember 4th grade? And Salda's like, yeah, that was only like a couple years ago, so like I remember 4th grade. They were fine years. Okay.
But like, you know, at the same time, it's okay to like keep to yourself, and as long as you're true to yourself.
Oh, I am definitely true to myself. Just like that song, True to Yourself.
What?
How does it go?
True to yourself, you must be true to yourself. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 da 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 da. That's a banger.
98
It is.
degrees, baby. Let's go.
The song "True to Your Heart."
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was true, but they say true to yourself in it, right? I'm googling this.
No.
Unlike also the baseball player I was thinking of was John Rocker from Survivor. Okay.
Yes. Destiny posted it on our. I think posted it on our socials that someone had texted us.
True to your heart. That's when the heavens will part.
It is.
And show the world what you believe in.
Open your eyes.
Your heart will tell you
no
no
lies.
lies.
Listen, since 1998, I've thought it's true to yourself.
Oh, Becky. Poor Becky. Oh, no.
I don't know. It's like one of those, like, there's a lot of songs probably where you guys get the words wrong.
Yes.
Oh,
all the
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, I'm playing a 9-year-old.
time. Who knows the 98 degree song?
More 98 degrees is in this universe.
Yes. Canon event. Oh, yeah. Recently, yeah, the band 98 Degrees came and visited the school.
What's happening right now? What are we doing?
Sir Nick Lachey.
And then we went and saw
Everyone,
the
welcome to
movie.
the podcast. Nick Lachey.
And then we all went and saw Mulan. At the local theater. Anyways. Yes, I'm true to myself. My heart. Because that's how
Can't
the song
tell you.
goes, apparently. Are you going to tell my parents that I don't have friends?
No,
Okay.
as long as you're fine.
Okay. She's going to roll an insight check. So roll a persuasion or deception, depending on...
I'm not lying.
Okay, then roll persuasion. Since she's 9, she'll roll with disadvantage, though. Okay, she got a 6.
I'm not going to tell her parents.
Great. Okay, I believe you. You can't, if you want to tell them that I have friends. You are my friend.
Awesome. If they ask if you have friends, I'll say yes.
Okay,
But only if they ask. I'm not
Right.
going to bring it up.
okay, cool.
I was just trying to make small talk on our walk back.
Okay.
Oh, look, we're back.
And sure enough, you all are back at the Mazak house, where the other boys have been priming themselves.
Yeah, I think as Lü'mis approaches the house, you like see us through the big window in the front, and I like pick up my sending stone. I'm like, wait, Lü'mis, before you come in, wait, can you get some mint from the garden? Because we want to put it in our spa water, but we can't get up because our feet are up right now.
Is that Lü'mis?
It's Lü'mis. You have something you want to say?
Tell Lü'mis to get some mint from the garden.
That's exactly what I said. That's no way.
You come inside and they look like wet seals glistening with lotions and oils all over them.
I do go to the garden and get some mint.
I just want to be pure.
Girls, good afternoon. Sorry, this isn't the usual production we would have on a hollow moon. We kind of did it last minute. Usually the pampering of this event is much grander than this, I say to Alice. We usually have people come in and do all this stuff, but this is nice too. I've had some fun. Girls, you want to get on this?
Absolutely, yeah, I do. And so I was like, yeah, let's, I'll do some spa stuff.
Base care. All right, y'all. Should we go scope out the
Take a walk, you mean? Sure. Girls, we're gonna go take a walk. Salda, you're in charge.
I kind of imagined that we were away from the girls as I started this
Okay,
scene.
great.
But good improv.
At this point, I'll say that that Kara sent over like 2 sellswords to just like stand watch outside and like babysit and watch the grounds, watch the Mazak estate. So they've been sent over. We don't have to do all that, but
They're not assassins, are they?
No, they are not assassins.
Excellent.
Before we go, Lü'mis will, maybe against his better judgment, leave his spear so the girls can decorate it.
Excellent. You do that, and they whip out. Angel has like there's those. They have a specific name, but whatever, like a caboodle or whatever.
Oh, like the tub where it has like layers and you like open it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pulls out like
yes.
the little like crafting toolbox, opens it up.
She has those like glasses that you put on and then it can like zoom it, like it magnifies and has like a little.
This becomes the scene from Toy Story 2.
Yes, yes! Where he paints Woody's boot
Yes.
and everything. Yes.
But with your spear and like pipe cleaners and stuff.
It's like a beautiful montage, and at the end of it, it just looks like super shitty. It's like polka dots and
like
glitter and shit.
9-year-old decorated a spear. Yeah, you all you head out to the estate to kind of just scout it out. Is there anything in particular? It's like a mile or two walk from the Mazak estate.
What direction, like what do we pass on the way to the estate? What's near it?
It is on the coast, so it is on the south side of like kind of like the island of Vinzor. So you pass plenty of other like houses, nothing really like, you notice as you go like further south into or towards the coast that the houses and estates are like larger and like bigger fences and sort of like hills that they're sitting on until you reach the coast, and you can kind of see there's like some like restaurants and stuff along the bay, and then you can eventually see the Ernak estate sitting on like a small like cliffside looking over out into the water.
We should probably, if we do plan to get close, we should try not to be recognized or be seen. Lü'mis, I trust you to do that. I snap my fingers and use a mask of many faces to turn into like probably like a younger, like same height human, just like scraggly teenager, lanky. Hey, what's up? I'm Gilbert. Emil, you should. I really don't want to implicate you, and it's a little early, so maybe you should hang back.
Yeah, I mean, I have no expertise in breaking into houses, so sure. I'll just, like, walk the streets, but I'll keep passing by, but not, like, get too close.
Lü'mis is just gonna put on his hood from his cloak of elven kind that he has, and specifically, as we're, like, scanning the perimeter, he would like to look for, like, the staff that will be working this event. Like, what are the security guards there? Do they have caterers? Like, what other event type people, like the service people that are here or setting up?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
8.
Okay. Yeah, you can make out that. So, like, kind of walking by the main gate. The main gate is open right now. There's, like, a big, long driveway that goes up to the house that goes, like, under a, like, tunnel of trees up into, like a circle where there's a fountain. You can see that, there's people still, like, unloading things for the party tonight. There's, like, ice sculptures coming off of, like, a trailer or off of, like, a wagon. And there's, like, food caterers and musicians and entertainers. You see guards, but you can't really like make out anybody's like outfits, or there's a lot of people kind of just seem like they're people just unloading stuff, not necessarily like the staff, from what you can make out.
Okay.
I want to do like kind of a less stealthy approach while I'm in this like teenager form. I kind of want to like kind of walk around. And like I imagine it's like a gated house. Kind of like walk up to the gate, like not up to like anybody, but like walk up to the gate and like give the appearance that like I'm just like ooh, like it's Hollow Moon Ball and there's a party happening tonight. Like I'm just like checking it out, like just like being a nosy teenager, looking for like exits, also looking at guards and stuff like that.
Okay, roll a perception check.
15. That's a 15 plus 7.
Okay. Yeah, you go up to the main gate, and it is open right now. There's like kind of some wagons coming in and out, sort of dropping off food and supplies still, since y'all are like a couple hours still early. So there's a lot of wagons leaving more so than entering. There's some guards kind of nearby the gate watching you. They're watching wagons entering and exiting. You see that there are guards patrolling the grounds. One of the guards sort of comes up to you and is like, you can't be here. Please, get away, back up from here.
Oh, sorry about that. It's Hollow Moon. It's a wonderful night for parties and stuff. Is there a party going on here tonight?
Roll a deception check.
Absolutely. 17.
You don't know about the Ernok Hollow Moon Ball?
I'm not really from this side of town. I'm just kind of we had a half day at school, so I'm just kind of out exploring.
Okay, we'll go explore somewhere else then, kid. I think this is a little bit too high society for you.
Okay. Sorry about that. Happy Hollow Moon. And as I'm looking at him, what kind of armor is it? Is his armor in like a specific color?
Sure. Yeah, this isn't like City Watch. This is definitely like hired guards of the Ernok family. Like, they're probably always have guards around. They're the family guards. They wear a sort of like light blue color with like golden fish embroidery on their surcoats, and they wear silver metal armor underneath the surcoats. So,
and kind of carrying that 22 over those caterers. Are the caterers just wearing like white button down, like basic caterer like outfits?
Yes, yeah, they definitely just are like plain white shirts with like a little lace up, and then black pants. From what you can tell, there's all kinds of entertainers. There's not like a specific troupe of there's no specific uniform for them or anything.
For sure. Yeah, I just tell the guard, I'm like, thank you so much for letting me look around. Happy Hollow Moon, and I skip away.
Teenager skipping away.
When we all meet back up, I make sure I'm out of sight, and I drop the disguise. Caterers are going to be in normal catering clothes. I definitely saw some performers going in. They're not dressed really specifically. Guards, blue, goldfish. Keep an eye out for them. They look to be the main muscle of the house. Lü'mis, did you spot anything in particular?
No, not anything new than what you said. I kind of had a hard time seeing anything interesting.
Did I spy like there were like other entrances and exits, right?
Yeah, you were able to spot the gates for the most part don't have, or like the outer wall doesn't really have another gate. You could kind of see that maybe over by like the coastline side of the estate that there might be like another gate over there, much smaller entrance.
Like a service entrance?
Not really a service entrance to the outer fence, more like beach access, I guess, is what it would be. But you were able to kind of like looking around, you spotted like the main entrance, and that there is an entrance through like the gardens that you assume goes up to kind of like the back, like the grand porch in the back. And then you could see that a lot of the caterers were loading in through like a service entrance on the right side. So garden entrance on the left side of the house, service entrance on the right side.
We could stroll up to the service entrance if you want to make them invisible and say like, oh, sorry, we're at the wrong entrance. And then, as we're distracting whoever's there, they can sneak in.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking something along the lines of like kind of that. I make them invisible. Maybe just me. I can disguise myself as a caterer who's like running late. Maybe trip, fall down, try to get them distracted. And then hopefully they can just sneak their way in. I mean, the other option too is, I don't know how clumsy these fools are, but they could just walk straight in if they're invisible. I mean, that's a high risk. I think the service door would probably be the best option.
I think so too.
But
Less eyes. We don't have to personally be there. If you disguise yourself as well, that might be the move.
And I mean, I even think we could all enter together into the space. And Emil, you can really hem and haw it up at the front entrance and kind of like wow, like Emil's here. And hopefully that'll provide at least a little cushion of distraction. But I mean I can also I'm going to have to be concentrating on their invisibility. But once they get in, I'll tell them beforehand. Once they get in, if I have to drop it, I have to drop it. That's the deal. Like, my job is to just get them inside. But I can charm them. I can charm some guards. I can make them blind. I can silence a whole area.
Yeah, I can also help with charming people. As weird as that sounds.
Yeah. If I put a little bit more juice into it, I can charm a couple more people at once.
Okay, I like that. I can make a scene at the front gate. One that I would make anyway, and then
you'd fart real loud. Or something?
I was thinking something a little more dignified, but I'll keep that in my back pocket. And then you can go over with the donkeys to the service gate so that, there's no, reinforcements coming or anything. A multifaceted attack. I like that. Okay, so then once they're in, they're in. We're done with that part of our job today.
We're absolutely done with that part of the job. And, y'all two could go on ahead in, and then once I get them in, I can either go in as a caterer and drop it, or I can find a quiet place to drop it and then follow in after. We have our sending stone so we can keep in contact with each other.
I feel like it might be weird that only Emil and I walk in and not you. I feel like, I know we're not known, but I feel like the one thing that people, if anything, know about us is that we're Emil's acquaintances, co-workers. I think it'd be weird if it's not three of us. I feel like we should all enter separately.
Okay, then we'll just wait. We'll just wait for you.
Yeah, that's fair too. I can get them in, and then I can exit the grounds, drop the disguise, and then we can walk in. I mean, the other thing is all three of us have invitations, so I could just be running late too.
No, I like the idea of us coming in together. It does support our alibi later on if attention's drawn to us, undue attention. So,
for sure. All right, that's a good plan. All right, y'all are y'all ready to go talk to some donkeys?
Before we do that, Becky, just before we leave, can we at all see this garden that we're supposed to also see the Elizabeth exchange at, or is it it's secluded, can't see it from where we're at?
You can't see a whole lot of it. You can see that there is a path from the house out into the garden, but it kind of seems like the garden sort of wraps around the back side of the house, sort of by that beach access as well. So
okay,
it's a pretty large garden that sort of takes up the whole back part of the estate.
Okay, I just wanted to clock it just to see get as best of the scope of the land as we can see from where we're at.
Yeah, cool. You all probably go back to the Mazaks, get all dolled up, grab the newly decorated spear, which has sort of paper mache vines wrapping around it, and they sort of tried to cover up the fact that it was a spear.
Does it look good, or does it look like a 9-year-old made it? What are the Mazak's artistic skills?
It's okay. It's okay. It looks like a 9-year-old maybe made it. I don't.
Okay.
It's okay. It doesn't really go with your exquisitely made mask by any means, but it goes with the theme of your outfit. And by this point, Kara's back, and the sellswords are settled in and ready to defend the house.
I think the three of us kind of stand in the entryway after getting all dressed and everything, facing the other three, facing Kara and the kids, and I say, "How do we look?"
Oh, you look so good, Papa. And Kara kind of goes up to you and like makes sure any final like last looks, dusts off your shoulders. You look great.
I'll see you tonight, okay? We'll see
Okay.
you tonight.
Okay. Yes. Be safe, all three of you. And get a meal home in one piece, please.
As if he doesn't tie one on too hard, I write a meal and I elbow you.
God. Yeah, you're right. Oh, we're gonna be fine.
Okay. All right. She hugs you and kisses you, sends you out the door. The kids wave goodbye. Well, the kids also hug you and then wave goodbye to Emil and Ellis.
I linger in those hugs because Emil doesn't know what's gonna happen tonight if we're coming back here. So I think also in the hours between scoping out the estate and now, I've made sure that the three of us have like packed our bags to go.
Cool. Yeah, you all are ready for whatever might happen, and you head out towards the Ernok estate. You get to about like a block or so away from the estate and go ahead and make a perception check as you look for these donkey people.
17?
18.
Natural 20 for a 25.
Okay. Yeah, you all get to about a block away from the Ernok estate, and you, Emil, I think, spot them first, sort of being able to pick out what's really unusual, what might look unusual in this area. You see down an alley that there are two humanoid bodies with donkey heads on them. They have, both of them have like nice navy, like satin suits, with like white shirts underneath. Their bodies are like, you could not tell what gender these two are. And you look at their hands, and they're giant lobster hands as well. And they look over to you, Emil, as you all kind of like approach them, and they speak to you telepathically. And one of them goes, "Hello. Are you friend of Nanox's?"
Friend is is still to be determined. Hi, my name is Ellis, and these are my companions, Emil and Lü'mis. What are your names?
We no longer have names.
What were your names?
We no longer know our names.
Do I believe them when they say that?
Roll an insight check.
12.
Also they wouldn't have. They hear questions, but they only are speaking to Ellis. But yeah,
okay. So we can't hear their voices?
They are only choosing to speak to Ellis, I believe. Yes.
Gotcha.
At this moment. So I imagine Ellis is maybe conveying the information around, but yeah, you believe them. They don't appear to be lying. They, based on what you've heard from Nanoxis, is that like their souls became forfeit, and that Nanoxis saved them and kind of has been messing around with them. So like they're not really connected to like who they were anymore.
All right, so here's the skinny. Here's what I know. Our old pal Noxie came to me and told me that y'all need help getting into this party. And that's it. So I'm going to need you to kind of follow my lead. And I'm going to get you in. And once y'all are in, whatever y'all decide to do at that point, it's in your hands.
That works for us. Thank you.
Fabulous.
So I'll tug on Ellis's sleeve like mid-sentence, and I'll say, something just occurred to me. If they get caught or whatever, are they gonna rat us out? Are they gonna be a liability for us?
I look at them and I go, what if y'all fail tonight?
I think we'll die.
Is there any reason that I should doubt that you would involve us in anything that y'all get up to tonight?
If you get in our way, we will not stop. If you are collateral for our plan, that is okay with us.
I'm mostly talking about names. You never met us. You don't know us.
We are only speaking to friends of Nanoxus.
That's what I like to hear. So this is the plan. As the party starts to pick up, as guests start to file in, we definitely don't want to be too early. We want to be fashionably late, because that's when, a majority of people will be arriving. I will make the two of you invisible. You will follow behind me, and as I'm going to change my appearance. And I'm going to try to distract some guards in a service entrance. Now, once I do that, y'all need to get inside. Once y'all are inside, I can hold y'all's invisibility for up to an hour. But that's only if I'm concentrating on it. If I need to drop it, like the deal said that Nanoxus said, my job is to get y'all inside. Me keeping y'all invisible is just kind of, just the icing on the cake. You know what I mean?
Great. We appreciate your help to free us from Nanoxus.
Y'all are trying to be free from Nanoxus?
This is our chance.
Well, let's do what y'all need to do.
And we will wrap it up there.
Fuck, I'm so nervous.
Kind of headed out towards, well, I guess you guys kind of linger in this alley, but we will wrap up there for tonight. I think it's safe to say this could get dicey.
I think it's about to for sure.
I know it just happened, but I still can't get the picture of a humanoid with a donkey head and lobster claws for hands out of my head. I think it's going to haunt my dreams tonight. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. We really appreciate it if you share it with a friend, leave a rating or review. For sure, check out our giveaway we have going on right now on our Instagram at TCGDpod. I think we got like a week left of it, so please enter if you haven't already. And stay tuned for next week's episode coming out February 14th. Bye!